Namaste. I'd like to wish all of you in the run-up to Guru Purnima. This is the most auspicious day for us in the yoga tradition. Gu, darkness, Ru, light. Someone who leads you from darkness to light. And this is not a mere expert. It's not somebody with a lot of experience. It is somebody who has completely transformed themselves and then has the love and concern to take you also on that journey. I was very lucky in my early 20s to spend 7 years living with my own guru, Bharat Thakur, and that was a very defining experience of my life. At that point, I was too young to understand the value of those 7 years, but every day when I look back, I'm just filled with the utmost gratitude that the years that I could spend with my guru enabled me to develop a lifestyle, to develop an interest in yoga and meditation to sustain me for a lifetime. I come from a tradition in India, and therefore the guru is so venerated and teachers are so venerated. Sadhguru has spoken so beautifully about the phenomenon of Guru Purnima. On that day, Adi Yogi, the first yogi, started to teach these 7 Sapta Rishis who had been practicing for 84 years the practices he had given them. So on that night, as he sat facing the south and started to teach these 7 people, he became Adi Guru, the first guru. What's phenomenal there is that these people had spent 84 years or so preparing themselves. So the first point that we get, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. The preparation is the most important and significant aspect. Once they had prepared, he was willing to transmit that knowledge. Sadhguru has spoken so eloquently about this, and you can watch this on YouTube and so on. What I would like to share is from the Guru-Shishya relationship, the student-teacher relationship in other cultures. The one that intrigues me is the biblical tradition. I happen to be Christian by birth, so therefore, I'm always intrigued by seeing the Guru-Shishya story in that tradition. And for me, it fascinates because Jesus is this phenomenal teacher, and what he brings is something so beautiful. There are 2 stories there that really interest me. One is, as a 30-year-old man, even before he had started preaching, even before he had worked any miracles, he gets together his first 12 disciples. The first 2, Simon and Andrew, brothers, they're fishermen. They're older than him. And as they're fishing, he walks past and he says, "Come along with me and I will show you how to fish, or rather how to work with people rather than fish." And they leave everything and join him. It's always baffled me that what was that quality in this person that 2 people are willing to let go of their entire life and join him. And there's another story where another person comes to join him and says, "I want to be a part of your journey." And he says, "Okay, you can come away right now." And the man says, "No, I want to go first to my family and settle everything and so on, and I'll come back after doing that." And Jesus says, "Okay." When the man leaves, Jesus knows that he's not going to come back, because at that moment was a decision to be taken, and as it stands, the man doesn't come back. That preparedness, that readiness to sort of join this journey is the most critical factor. It's really fascinating because, in my opinion, nobody ever sacrifices anything. You don't sacrifice a certain way of life. You choose one that gives you more joy. So people say that, "Oh, he has sacrificed so much to learn this." No, it's not like that. From my own experience, I gave up my own career, time with my family and so on, to go learn with my teacher, to live with him. It's not a sacrifice. It is a choice that one makes to choose something that they feel will give them more joy in life, ananda or bliss, that's getting them towards a deeper understanding of who they are. So this is something that I love to sort of see how Jesus interacts with his own students in that tradition. The other one that really interests me is from the Old Testament, Elijah and Elisha. Elijah is the only prophet in the Old Testament, and is the only prophet in the Bible apart from Jesus who brings a person back to life. He's considered one of the greatest prophets in the tradition. He has a student, Elisha, and Elisha wants to learn from him. So Elijah tells him that I am going to be taken up into heaven. I'm going to ascend into heaven. If you can be there and if you can watch as I go, I will bless you. I will give you all my blessings. I'll give you my cloak, so to speak. So that's really interesting because what is he telling Elisha? It's not about giving him any routines or prayer or anything. He's asking him to be present. He's asking him to be aware. If he's lost in his own thoughts and Elijah leaves, he has lost that chance. So Elisha works with Elijah. As it happens, when Elijah is ready to ascend, Elisha is present and aware of that moment, and so Elijah blesses him. This is such a beautiful Zen experience of a student and a teacher, a guru and a shishya, where he's training him to be present, and if he's present at that moment, he's got the blessing from his master. These are two of the stories that I remember from the biblical tradition. There are so many more, very beautifully integrated, and throughout this week, I'm going to look at different stories, even from the Indian tradition. There's so many other Guru-Shishya relationship stories, so much so that apart from Guru Purnima, we also have a day for teachers in India, Teachers' Day. That significance is so high. I welcome all of you for the full moon night coming up. Always the first full moon after the summer solstice is Guru Purnima. I welcome all of you to spend the day in meditation, to spend the day with yoga, with cleansing, with different practices. It's a great opportunity to recall tradition. It's a great opportunity to make that tradition come alive in your own life. It's a great opportunity to reset, especially in these corona times, to reset for the year ahead. Once again, wishing all of you a very, very blessed Guru Purnima. As we say, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Nama. The Guru is all the gods. To such a Guru I venerate, such a Guru I bow down. Have a blessed Guru Purnima. Namaste.